Well, hello and how are you, hey friends? Welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Senator Briscoe, coming to you from right here in where else but St. Charles, Missouri. That's right, St. Charles, Missouri. Right here, right now, alive in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today's Saturday, March the 5th, 2022. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to LeeAnn Rideout Davis. Wow, what a hottie. I'll tell you what, way back in the day, she used to have these, I don't know what they were called, parachute pant things or whatever. I don't know. She was the hottest thing. She was my next door neighbor's uh, granddaughter. Yeah. My next door neighbor's granddaughter. And they were purple. I think they were, purple pants. Whatever. They were pleated pants and they were. But anyway, I had a crush on this girl for quite some time. Uh, but she probably never knew that. And I'm not going to tell her. I'll never tell her. But anyway, she does have birthday today. And so we're going to shout it out to her. Hey, LeeAnn, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So, happy birthday, I must say. You're 1 more year older today. So, happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, LeeAnn, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday, a day today. I said it's your happy birthday, a day today. Hey. All right, Lynn, there you go. There's that shout out for you, don't you know? All right, in the end, how about some Shin Show likes? Those folks that like or love the Shin Show. How about the crew out there at the Double R Bar Ranch? Bill Rogers and the crew out there at the Double R Bar Ranch. I always thank you guys for tuning in and appreciate your support and everyday wonderful comments that are made. And Mary Jalbuna, appreciate you being out here each and every day, spreading the joy all around the world. Richie Humarito, I appreciate you being here too. Martin Kelly, a.k.a. Smiley, um, always on the ball. Every now and again, you get to see Martin down there on Main Street here in St. Charles, Missouri, home of the First State Capitol building. He's about a block and a half away from the state capitol building. Yep. Bop, 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 bop. And then there's Machine Show Sharer. Now that'd be one extra person. I got the Shin Show friends, but those folks that share the Shin Show, that's always a bonus too, because well, that puts the show out there all around the world. And we got one. That would be Doug Bell, aka Steve Clary. And then there's my Pokey pal, Amanda Sue Little, or Amanda S. Little. She's grown up, folks. She's all grown up. So she's no longer just Amanda Sue. She is Amanda S. All right. But anyway, Amanda S. Little. She's my Pokey pal from the Facebook channel. All right. Anyway, that's our Shin Show shout outs for today. Yeah, it looks like it's time for the I bet Lori's going to show up here shortly. I don't know. Yesterday, she tried to sleep through the whole show. Go to sleep. Thank voice activation process up there wanted to wake up and get into my way, didn't it? We don't want it to. That's right. No. No how, no way, no how. Anyway, that being stay in my ear. There. Alrighty then. That being said, what do we got going on here? How's about um, weather forecast? Weather forecast today is going to be brought to you by Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. Refreshing Word Fellowship Church is a non-denominational Christian church which is located at 2054 Campus Drive, right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Yes, that's right, 2054 Campus Drive, St. Charles, Missouri, 63301. That's across from Grainer's Pub, which is located across the street from Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. That's right, they sure are. And anyway, we're at 2052 and 2054. So, um, generally speaking, the insurance store is 2054. Come on in on Sundays for our Sunday services and or on Thursdays for an hour of power prayer. Alrighty. Well, alrighty then. How's about our weather forecast? Here we go. Partly cloudy and windy today with high temperatures of 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be south at 20 to 30 miles per hour. And higher wind gusts are quite possible. Scattered thunderstorms from early tonight and then partly cloudy after midnight. Low temperatures of 41 degrees Fahrenheit with winds west to southwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Chances of rain 40%. And then for Sunday, March the 6th, partly cloudy skies with high temperatures of 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be north to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then a steady rain in the evening. Showers are going to be continuing late with potentials for heavy rainfall. Lows around 35 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chances of rainfall 100%. Rain near 1 inch. And then for Monday, March the 7th, cloudy skies with high temperatures of 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Few clouds from time to time with low temperatures of 26 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds north by northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for Tuesday, March the 8th, mostly cloudy skies in the morning or throughout the day, that is. High temperatures of 47 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds light and variable, cloudy skies early, followed by partly clearing skies overnight with low temperatures of 31 degrees Fahrenheit. That's right, winds will be light and variable, northwest at about 3 miles per hour. And then for our Wednesday, March the 9th, intervals of clouds and sunshine. High temperatures around 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and then partly cloudy skies overnight with low temperatures of 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And for our fifth and final day of our 5-day forecast, the 10th of March, March 10th, that is, intervals of clouds and sunshine. High temperatures of 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be south to southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Rain showers in the evenings, changing to snow overnight. That's right. Low temperatures of 27 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of precipitation 50%. And so there you have it. That's your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. All righty. Well, all righty then. We got our good friends out there on the show. Don't you know? So me and Lori was talking about the day before yesterday. We were talking about Tom Cruise and the guess what movie was that? Top Gun. Top Gun. Yeah. Well, today I started watching it. So I was watching Top Gun. I really was. Anyway, what's going on here in St. Charles? Well, we're going to bring that one to you from a St. Charles located store called, it's a thrift store, that is, and it's called Helpful Hands. Helping Hands, a thrift store, and closet. Yeah, that's right, and closet. Um, but that's a foster care closet. Helping Hands Thrift Shop and Foster Care Closet. It's located at 416 South 5th Street, St. Charles, Missouri. Doors are opened and closed by Bev Evans. And she's located there. She's there to guarantee you a smile. I don't know if they got anybody hired over there yet. They're still looking, as far as I know. You can call them up over there at 636-493-0870. Yep, it's a puts you in practice for retail. That's right. If you want some retail experience, or if you have retail experience, go on and get you an application over there at the Helping Hands Thrift Shop and Foster Care Closet. They're all looking for somebody right now. Doors are open like at 10 a.m. and they close at 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. All right. Well, alrighty then. Anyway, they also have a tobacco place right next door there at 420. Scratch that. Scratch that. Scratch that. Microphone off. There. That'll work. You get rid of it, and that way it can't wake up and come back on again. They also have a smoke shop right there called Good Times Smoke Shop. And the address there is 424 South 5th Street, which is like the next door over. 424 South 5th Street, St. Charles, Missouri. And that one is ran by Tim Evans. So you got Tim and Bev right next door to each other. All right. Okie dokie. Anyway, what we're going to do, our upcoming events is going to be the Defiance St. Patrick's Day celebration. And that one will be on March the 12th, 2022. Next weekend, that is. So come on out there. There's featuring a 5K walk run at 10 a.m. from Good News Brewing on the Katy Trail. And then there's also a parade. The parade starts at noon from Defiance Ridge Vineyards through the town of Defiance. Then following the parade will be live music from Seventh Planet Band, food and drink vendors, plus much, much more. So come on out there and celebrate the Defiance St. Patrick's Day Festival. 2886 Highway 94 South, Defiance, Missouri, 63341. Alrighty, and then there's the St. Patrick's Day Parade here in St. Charles City, which will be down on Main Street, kind of going from the Fine Arts, not the Fine Arts Building, the over at the Sorry, Foundry Arts Center at 520 North Main Street. From their parking lot, ACF Foundry Arts Center, in the parking lot there, floats will be putting themselves together. They'll be putting all the floats together no earlier than 2:30 p.m., but the parade doesn't start until 4 o'clock p.m. on March 17th, 2022. Come on out and enjoy the St. Patrick's Day parade. Join us for this fun, family-friendly event. Irish heritage and the patron saint of Ireland, St. Patrick. And there's a lot of, I remember that from back when my was younger days. Back in my younger days, we used to have the St. Patrick's. I used to take part in a lot of St. Patrick's celebrations. Yeah, I did. And not only that, I used to work at a bar called McGillicuddy's. And they had a pig every year named Aloysius McGillicuddy. And anyway, I was there every year for about 3 years, I guess, is when our neighbor was the manager there. And well, so we had fun. We had a blast. I loved that. I loved working there. Anyway, that being said, what else we got going on? I'm going to punch myself in the face 2-3 times here. Okay, doke. What else we got going on? Well, we got to do a little bit of something called story time. That's right. It's story time with TV Grandpa. That's right. Hey, kids, jump up on the couch or jump up on the bed, wherever it is you rest your sleepy little head, because, well, it's story time with TV Grandpa. All right. Well, alrighty then. What are we going to be reading today? How's about? How about David and Goliath? I always like the story of David and Goliath because the little guy wins. That's right. So anyway, here we are. Here we go. Are y'all ready? Let's go. TV Grandpa's going to lull you off to sleep. David and Goliath. Saul had been king, but he kept disobeying God, and so God asked Samuel to find a new king. God said to Samuel, "Go to Bethlehem, and there is a man named Jesse with 8 sons, and one of them will be the next king." Well, when Samuel first met the sons, he automatically thought that the oldest son, named Eliab, would be the king that God had chosen. But the Lord said to Samuel, "Do not look at the way he looks or how big he is. Eliab is not the one I have chosen. The way he looks does not matter to me. I look at the heart." Well, Jesse brought more of his sons to meet Samuel, but none of them were the ones that God had chosen. And then Samuel asked Jesse, "Have I met all your sons?" And Jesse replied, "I have one son left named David. He is the youngest, and he's out looking after the sheep. I will bring him here to meet you." And as soon as Samuel saw him, the Lord spoke to him and said, "He is the one." So Samuel anointed him with oil, which was a special way of promising him that he would be the next king. And from that day on, the power of the Lord was with David. David continued to take care of his father's sheep in the fields, and when he didn't have much to do in the field, he played the instrument. It was a harp or a lute. And, well, he wrote songs and poems, and that you can find in the book of Psalms in your in your Bible. Meanwhile, Saul was still king, and he ruled people called Israelites. David and his family were Israelites too. The Israelites weren't getting along with peoples named the Philistines. The problem with the Philistines was that they had many giants living in their land. One of the strongest and biggest giants was named Goliath. He was over 9 feet tall, which is taller than any person recorded in the Guinness Book of World Records. He would have been way down to get through a regular door, that's for sure. Goliath was covered with armor to protect him and carried a big spear. Every morning and every evening for 40 days, he shouted to the Israelites in his big, deep voice, "Hey, you guys, I dare you to find one man to fight me. If he can beat me, we will become your servants. But I will win, and you will all become our servants." Well, when Saul and all his men heard this, they were afraid. Three of these men were David's three oldest brothers. They were the only ones in David's family that could go fight because they were old enough. Now, David's father, Jesse, he heard about this giant and was worried for his sons. And he called David out of the fields and he asked him to take some food to his brothers and report back on how they were doing. So David set off to visit his brothers. And as he approached them, he heard Goliath shouting his challenge like he did every morning. And he thought to himself, he says, "Isn't someone going to stand up to this man?" David asked the men in the army, "And then I will fight this giant Philistine." And one of the men overheard this and ran to Saul and told him what David had said. Saul approached David and said, "You can't fight Goliath. You're only a boy, and he has been fighting for many years." But David said to Saul, "I have had to fight lions and bears to protect my father's sheep. God helps me keep me safe, and he will keep me safe now." Well, I was too bad. It was too bad that Saul, the king, wasn't trusting in God to help him. So he didn't know what to do to beat Goliath. Then this young boy named David came, and he knew in one day exactly what to do and trusted that God would help him. That's why God loves David's heart and wanted to help him to become king. And so Saul dressed David in heavy armor to protect him from Goliath. But David took off the armor because it was too heavy and he could hardly walk. And he knew that God would keep him from harm. Instead, David went into the stream nearby and he found 5 smooth stones. Then he put them in a pouch around his waist, and with his sling he went to Goliath. And as David approached Goliath, Goliath looked and he looked at David and thought it was a joke. Goliath thought that he could easily beat David and that it was funny that Saul would send a small boy to fight him. But David said to him without fear, "You fight with a sword, and I come to you with God on my side. And today everyone will know that there is one true God in this land." Goliath didn't care what David said, and he moved closer to attack him. David ran quickly to meet him, and reaching into his pouch, he pulled out a stone and put it into his slingshot, and he shot it at Goliath. The stone had hit him right between the eyes, and suddenly Goliath started to lose his balance. He fell with a loud thud right on his face. And David had done it. Yep, that's right. He beat the giant Philistine. And when the rest of the Philistines saw that they ran away. And David became a hero to all the people in Israel. That's why I like the story of David, because he becomes a hero. And he's the littlest guy of them all. All right. Hey, that was the TV Grandpa. And we're going to slip on into the Bible. The daily bread portion of the program. Daily bread portion of the program today is going to be brought to you by the Bible with Briscoe 2022. The Bible with Briscoe 2022 is a daily reading of the Bible to be read within be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2022 will be Numbers 34 through 36 and Mark 9, 30 through 50. So don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2022 for your daily reading of the Bible. Okay, today's daily bread portion of the program is called Safe Hands. And we're going to be reading Psalm 32, which was probably written by David. We're going to check that out right here, right now. Right here, right now. That's right. A psalm of David. A mescal. That's a type of song. Blessed is the one whose transgressions are forgiven, whose sins are covered. Blessed is the one whose sins the Lord does not count against them, and in whose spirit is no deceit. When I kept silent, my bones are wasted away through my groaning all day long. For day and night your hand was heavy on me. My strength was sapped as in the heart of summer. Then I acknowledged my sins to you and did not cover up my iniquities. I said, I will confess my transgressions to the Lord, and you forgave the guilt of my sins. Therefore, let it all the faithful pray to you while you may be found. Surely the rising of the mighty waters will not reach them. You are my hiding place. You will protect me from trouble and surround with me songs of deliverance. And I will instruct and teach you in the way you should go. And I will counsel you with my loving eyes on you. Do not be like the horses or the mule, which have no understanding, but must be controlled by the bit and the bridle, or you will not come to. Many are the woes of the wicked, but the Lord's unfaithful love surrounds the one who trusts in him. Rejoice in the Lord and be glad, you righteous. Sing all you who are upright in heart. Okay, hey, that maybe didn't sound all that perfect, but that was Psalm 32, a song of David. And that was the Daily Bread portion of the program that was brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2022. The Bible with Briscoe 2022 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Do not forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2022 for your daily reading of the Bible. Alrighty, my friends. Hey, that looks like it. That's the end of it. That's the Shen Show in the nutshell. Hey, Craig, head into work. It's right on the 30-minute timeline. All right. Anyway, we've done it. We've completed it. We've got one more song for you, and that would be goodbye, my friends. It's a time to go. Better say goodbye, my friends. It's a time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye, goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. And this here's been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show and have a blessed day because, well, you know what? I'm going to jump on outside. That's right. That's why we're shutting her down early. Anyway, God bless you. And as always, you know, God loves you and so do I. So come back and see me tomorrow. I'll be here and I hope that you are too.